Dana cannot the word honest in Dana. I mean, he just can't. He can't make it work.
It's just when you're just blatantly lying, you know. And it's like, all right, is he interested in coming back, Dana? Is he really?
I don't think Khabib wants to come back, bro. I've got a funny feeling about it.
I mean, I think I've seen him talking to a microphone and say there's no chance. You know, he basically has to go, no chance. That's what you got. I mean,
I'll never forget. So I remember Trump was talking at the time about a Muslim ban. Remember that? In fact, he put one into effect.
And he tried to build a wall.
No. I didn't care. I didn't care about the wall. I didn't care about the wall. I didn't care about any of that shit. So I went and I asked Khabib, and I put a microphone in his face, and he was already sucking weight, so he was not looking too good. And I was like, Trump won the.
So Luke Thomas, we finally got Fedor for a sit down. Fedor, what's your favorite Russian?
You're so bitter about that. You're so bitter.
It's so stupid, bro.
No, oh yeah, dude, the question sucked. Fedor sucked. Can we just say that out loud?
He's got COVID. Be careful.
Okay,
here,
I hope he pulls through and comes out fucking looking amazing. In that interview, it was not good. So I go to Khabib and I asked him a bunch of questions. And at the end of it, I asked him. I said, Donald Trump is talking about banning Muslims in the country. What do you think about that? And he goes, this is the exact quote. I don't care about Donald Trump or other stuff. And I was like, other stuff? He's like, other stuff. I go, what do you mean? He goes, other stuff. He just kept repeating it. I was like, okay, fine.
Did you say smash at all?
No smash, no nothing. But you'll recall, if you go to the post-fight interview for UFC 205, and you ask him, and you look at where he said his number one bullshit answer, that was to my question. In your fucking face, Brian
I don't know
Campbell.
if you remember, Luke, the night of UFC 205 when...
No. Anyway, last thing about this is, will you fuckers stop with, you say you're not an expert, then you go into these details. I'm not an expert. An expert knows whatever I know 10 times more than that, 100 times more, 1,000 times more than that. I know enough to know my way around some of the basics on hot sauces. That's it. No more, no less. So please, you fucking losers out there who are like, well, I don't want to learn nothing because I don't want to pretend I know nothing. Learn as much as you can about everything. It will make your decisions in life easier.
Like you've never been with another man. You've never delivered fellatio, but you'd probably be pretty good at it all.
Were you talking to the microphone, you fucking moron? I don't even know how to follow that and do damage control.
James Buchanan doesn't get the respect historically though for blazing.
First of all, I had a joke on you yesterday about the same topic that I can't repeat here. I think it's about you blowing your dad of all things. Terrible.
Really? What are we doing here?
All right, dude, you are in bad shape.
Yeah,
every time this piece of shit goes hashtag fired up. Natural. Oh
is
my
it because
God.
he's a big trumpeter that you're upset?
No, actually, dude.
Because he's a rich asshole.
How could you cover MMA if you didn't like athletes who like Trump? Seriously.
Did you see Jorge and Andreas Hill?
What the fuck was that? Did you see that as well?
From 0 to dark 30 in a second.
Okay, I have my feeling about that. Who do you think got the best of it?
Andreas.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he brought it. You know, he's a smart dude. I love that guy. He covers all three combat sports. He doesn't get the love that he deserves in this space. I know he's had a great career.
I know he does boxing and MMA. What's the third?
Big time pro wrestling guy. And
okay, it's not a sport.
Okay, I'm not here to debate that. But you know that guy's
had guy had good because it's not up for it.
That guy had a decorated career in the hip hop music game, working for Source and all different kinds of things.
Did he really?
Oh yeah, he's got a great resume, a killer resume.
I've come around to him slowly, but every time I take a second look at him, I'm like, this dude is impressive. He's extremely impressive.
Smart guy, yeah.
Anyway, when you know what the killer blow was when. By the way, to be clear, I don't know if Jorge runs his own Twitter account, so we should be clear that it could be his managers, it could be somebody else, but
you smell Kawa on that.
It's possible.
I mean, they were going back and forth too with
it's possible.
Yeah.
But he brought the fact that MLK, his Trump is loved by the MLK family, and then you find out as one of the conspiracy theorist nieces who got a pardon after committing a series of crimes, and virtually every other MLK family member on record can't stand him. Again, for better or for worse, but that's the reality. And then Andreas sort of cites it. It was a bad look for Jorge, I feel like. But here's my point. It's I actually love the fact that the fighters we cover don't share my political opinions really at all for the most part, because it really forces you to let that shit go.
Yeah.
It actually forces you to just be like, not that I don't care about the things that I care about, but as it relates to covering these guys, let it go.
Well,
just
I
let
don't
it go.
care about politics, so it doesn't get in the way of my coverage, okay, Luke?
Yeah, you're cool, man. You're cool. You're so above it, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone else is down here, but
Everyone else is
you're
stressed
up
out
here.
over it, Luke. You know what I mean? I'm eating, I'm living. You know, just an ignorant fool over here. You know. I go to first all the time, right?
Oh, can I tell you my Bruce Hornsby song?
Wow.
Sorry, song. Story?
You met Bruce Hornsby?
He lives in Williamsburg, Virginia, or he did at the time. This is a true story. So you guys have heard, hold on. You guys have heard the song from Tupac, Changes, right? If you've not, hold on. Right here we go.
See no changes.
Okay.
You know, he did have something right in there.
I'll play it. Hold on.
Although it seems heaven sent, Luke, the world ain't ready to see James Buchanan back in office.
A black
right?
president. And it changed a little bit, obviously. But here's the point. So Bruce Hornsby lived in Williamsburg, Virginia when I was in college. I'll never forget, I was at the gym. This is a true story, bro. I was at the gym, and I was shooting hoops. And there were 2 courts were being used. And I'm shooting, and this guy like, bumps into me. And he was like, "Oh, we're just shooting hoops on the same thing. Like, you want to like team up or whatever?" Like, it seemed real intentional. I didn't know who the fuck he was. And I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." He's like an old dude. I'm like, "Whatever. I'm okay. My man can shoot hoops a little bit."
It's gonna be like playing basketball with Prince and having pancakes. Is this
Okay,
where we're going with
a little bit. So we ended up doing a pickup game, and it was Bruce Hornsby. I didn't know at the time.
Are you serious? I
love
Bruce Hornsby.
So we played a pickup game. It was 3-on-3, whatever. We played the whole joint. And he was okay. Like, he scored a little bit. He could, like, run to the, to the basket. He could post up a little bit. It wasn't huge. And afterwards, I was like, hey, I'm Luke. Nice to meet you. And he goes, yeah, Bruce, I'm blah, blah. And I left, and some guy goes, motherfucker, you know what the fuck that was? You know what the fuck that was? Some, like, super white guy. And I'm like, dude, who the stop, chill. Who was that? He's like, fucking Bruce Hornsby. And at the time, I didn't know who Bruce Hornsby was. And then he's like,
because he's white.
No. He's like, Tupac? You know who the fucking Tupac is? And I'm like, dude, connect the fucking dots. And then he played the shit, and then the shit went through. So, yeah, I played basketball on the same team with Bruce Hornsby, pickup basketball, College William Mary. There you go. Suck a dick.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Balls Bonanza, right? I was the ESPN MMA editor. Brett Okamoto was the lead writer. Brett happened to be in Bristol that day. Brett lives in Colorado. He happened to be in Bristol that day, and we had a meeting, and some nerdy white dude from whatever, Fight Metric wannabe comes in, and we're talking and having a meeting, and we're presenting, and we're whatever. And you could tell he doesn't watch fights, so he kept, this would work great in all Ronda Rousey fights and Brock Lesnar. And we all were like, what? Okamoto and I looking at each other like, did that fucking say Lesnar? And then 3 more times in the flow of conversation, he's like,
I'm a big fan of B-Rock Lesnar.
So it's like, and he's like, well, actually, we would count up the strikes. So, for example, if you're talking about a third fight between Frank Mir and Brock Lesnar, then what do you know? It's just like, wow, bro, wow. Yeah. Woo.
There are certain signs where you're just like, dude, this is not the meeting for you.
Yeah.
Do you know Rami, who runs Fight Metric?
Never met him.
Okay, so he's a DC guy. I've known him for a long.
Great guy. Never met him though.
Yeah, like Bishab. Great guy. Never met him. No, in all seriousness, he's a really, really smart guy. He's
you ride a
from
bike
DC.
too? Is he thick?
Listen, Bishop could take a little joke. I'm not worried about it. It's okay.
Dude, I love Brendan Schaub.
No, you don't. It's okay if you don't.
Have you ever seen the episode I did with him?
No one has.
It's still on the internet.
Hold on, let's find it. Hold on, let me find it. Go ahead, keep vamping.
Beneath the Belt, Brent Schaub and Brian Campbell in California. It was the weekend of Gervonta Davis against some guy. And we did a really funny episode. I mean, maybe some of the better jokes were edited out, but we did a really funny episode, Luke, okay? All right?
No, you didn't.
You know who can decide for themselves, Luke? The fans. Okay, they can go on YouTube. They can repopulate the clicks because, according to you, Luke, it's all about this. It's all about the quantity of your audience, not the quality, right? You got a bunch of QAnon assholes following you, Luke.
How do you define quality of audience?
Now a painting from Brock Lesnar. Yes.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Wow, 37K. Dude, I could fart on camera for 5 minutes and do 38K.
The thing about the art of that clip was it's fucking funny, right?
It's got a lot of downvotes too. Let's read the comments, shall we?
Some people might be intimidated sitting next to Big Brown. Not the beige guy. Not this beige guy right here.
Let's read the comments, shall we? They're going to be angry towards... Oh, dude, you guys had a jib? Fuck B.
Got it.
And I went down there and I met the girl who was moving to that place. And anyway, she was from that town and all the rich people knew her. So I rolled up senior year dating this girl and all the rich people who fucking never talked to me. My mom was single, bro. I lived in an apartment my senior year. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have any money. And my dad had money, but like, you know, there was a weird distance between them. We didn't really have access to it at the time.
He didn't really support your shit, like just
no. My dad, no. My dad was cool, but like my mom would reject his day-to-day money.
Right.
So I want to be clear about that. My dad paid for my college. Like,
his unwillingness to kiss you on the lips really played a.
And the fact that he didn't want to French me, I was like, "What the fuck, guy?"
He's like, "What are you from
This
Montreal?"
is what people do here in the South. Anyway, long story short, I remember senior year we were dating, and the rich girls who when I say never talk to me,
yes,
I mean never talk to me. All of a sudden, a switch was flipped.
It's like the movie Can't Buy Me Love, right?
Yeah, and it was like, I'll make up a name. You're dating Julie? Wow, we love Julie so much. We're so happy for you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, get the fuck out of my face, bitch.
Class warfare. So, Luke, did you end up seeing her private school?
Yes, she went to Walker. I'll throw it out there. She went to Walker School, which was, I forget the name of the full school, Walker. If you were rich in that area in Cobb County, you sent people to Walker. So that's where she went.
Stick your face inside her private school, Luke?
More times than once, bro.
Big campus.
Appropriately sized.
We can only make this joke because she was white, I assume.
She was white. Yeah,
okay.
she was white.
Okay.
She was white.
Okay.
Yeah. And I looked her up about a year ago. She's like super wealthy. She's going to kill the game. You know, she was super smart and good for her. It was great. But I'll never forget, there were people in my inner circle who would never talk to me, like never in the high school circle. And I started dating her, and it was like instantaneous change. Instantaneous.
Here's
my point. It's people in high school, they think it's a IQ test. It's not. It's a scholastic aptitude test. And I had no friends for the most part for most of my high school. All I did was study. Like, the fact that I did well on it was not surprising or whatever. And in fact,
you ended up in MMA though, Luke. You should have taken that shit to the top,
because your boy has inside of him a little bit of a savage. You understand that? Went to the Marine Corps in high school, age 17. Little bit of a savage.
So your Marine Corps is my factory town in a lot of ways.
Dude, we're more similar than you think. I keep fucking telling you this.
My nipples. That's so weird, Luke.
I keep telling you this. We should kiss now. It's normal.
I mean, we're gonna end up tip to tip this weekend.
Only if we're family members.
What do I have to do to prove my love for you?
Let's do the fucking 23andMe. If we're family, we can touch dicks. Listen. Here's the point. You asked about William & Mary and UVA. For anyone who goes there,
wait to find out that you're actually part French Canadian. We could have been kissing this whole time.
This is what Quebecois do. This is in all honesty, we'll wrap up on this because we're going an hour and a half. You never worked actually on the assembly line, did you?
In the factory. So you're trying to.
I have worked on an assembly line in a factory.
You're saying because I'm from a factory town that makes products that aren't manly, and because although I work
not
in
even
the factory,
manly, it's like you make candy,
and because although
that's one step away from Santa's North Pole.
And because
we make toys, we make Almond Joy,
and because in the 203 I worked at a factory in my 20s, but didn't work on the assembly line. Then
you didn't work in a factory.
Then I'm not tough suddenly.
You didn't work in a factory. I have worked in a factory.
Where?
So I worked
Marietta?
actually, as a matter of fact, Marietta, Georgia. There was a company that made furniture, and I was the guy at the very end of the assembly line, on the line, before it gets put onto the truck. I had to wrap all the furniture in cardboard and then with plastic to make sure that it got onto the truck without getting damaged or scratched or bumped, which included lifting, turning, setting everything up, cutting the cardboard all day long as all this shit kept firing down the line. Yeah, motherfucker. I did that from 5 a.m. to fucking 4 p.m. every day in the summers.
Well,
yeah.
Luke,
suck the fattest of dicks, my friend.
When I dropped out of college in the year
that was between college years.
In the year 2000, I immediately got a full-time job at a.
Here's my summers. I'd go to college. I'd get home. I'd do TAD, temporary active duty with the Marine Corps. I would go and spend 6 to sometimes 9 weeks with them, and then the rest of my time I would go and work in a factory. Eat my balls, guy. You talk all this shit about how you're from a factory town. Only one of us has worked in factory. How was the AC when you were doing paperwork in the factory?
Okay.
How was that AC?
I was boxing them up. Luke, I will say this. When I dropped out of college, I worked at the nursing home. I was on the assembly line. Sometimes it was my job to put the milk on the tray as it came by. Sometimes it was my job to put the
this is what I love about people. People like
there.
people like, oh, Luke is a snob. I'm like, motherfucker, I've earned my keep, bro. I've done all the hard jobs. Yeah, Tim wants to know if you want to meet him tomorrow. Yeah, I've done all the hard jobs you can imagine. I worked fast food. You work fast food?
You damn right. I worked at McDonald's 6 a.m. Saturday, Sunday mornings.
Okay, okay, player. Okay, I see you.
As shit.
Okay, player. I see you. I see you. I worked at Chick-fil-A. I was
a janitor at Stop and Shop for 3 years during college, so don't give me that shit.
Okay, that's just being a loser. That's different.
I had 3 jobs. I was going to college full time at night. All right, I backdoored this shit too. Okay.
All right.
Shake for me, girl. I want to be your backdoor man. I was that man. I was the lizard.
Okay, I've worked in a factory. I have earned my fucking keep. All these assholes because I have ambition to do things. All of a sudden, I'm the pretentious prick. Fuck off.
I worked 7 years at ESPN until 3 in the morning on holidays and weekends. Okay,
let's talk about ESPN. What was it like?
It's equally the most amazing, best thing I've ever job I had, and really frustrating because you know.
All right, let's do the good thing.
It's so disgusting.
It's so stupid, but I love doing it.
All right, back to the questions, Luke, okay? Back to the question at hand, right? From a young G's perspective, right?
You know what? Good point. Let's put on Dr. Dre. Didn't he go to the hospital recently?
He may have COVID. It's possible.
Is that what it was? I thought he had like a heart issue or a brain issue. He had an aneurysm.
You're saying the murder was the case that they gave Snoop?
No, it wasn't in any capacity whatsoever. Just you being a weirdo. It's just one of the best. It's just one of the best. All right, here we go. Some more questions about MMA. I don't give a fuck.
True or false? Was Less Than Jake, our documentarian,
he will
miracle worker the first time around?
He will make this one as good as it needs to be, but I'm a little bit like,
Are you trepidatious because of the real life things that went down with like the production bullshit and all that kind of?
It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was really bad. That was an embarrassing week, and we did not have the returns on subs that we should have had as a consequence of our content being what we were saying. I think was worthwhile, but the presentation to the audience was shit. It was shit. It was total shit, and it deserves to be called that, and I'm calling it that. And I understand their response. I really do. So
I didn't think you were going to talk about that.
Nah, it was bad, dude. It was fucking bad. Like, here's the thing. When I'm by myself, we're using my camera, my laptop, my lights, my recorder, my microphones. If this comes out bad, okay, Luke's an idiot.
That's because
it's fine.
Luke doesn't depend on anybody. You don't even depend on me. You tolerate me.
Hold on. In fairness, be serious for just a moment. This is all my gear. If it fails, I'm just an idiot trying to do my best as a hobbyist.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking pro, like, you should not be worse than me. You know what I'm saying? You should not be worse than me. And it's been bad, dude. It's been bad.
It's been really bad. I don't even have. There's no shtick for it. I got nothing. It's been embarrassing. So.
You want to say like, basic
bitches.
Basic illusions. Like we think we're gonna get past it.
We'll survive this.
No. I mean, like, there's some changes in order.
Yeah, I mean, we're still going to be on the screen.
No, there's some changes in order.
All right. I didn't think we were going to.
No. We're not going to specifically say what they are, but there's some changes in order, so we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's up to us as a people to start making some changes, you know?
Okay, Tupac time.
All right.
I haven't listened to this song since college. We're so fucking fat. It's ridiculous.
I mean, you're a lot fatter than I am, though.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's a disaster. Quarantine murdered your boy. But your boy is also in the gym more than you are.
I'm at probably a career high of like 233 right now. I'm going to guess you're 278.
Yeah, it's about 280. 280. Solid 280. But your boy, I'm doing something about it. What the fuck are you doing?
Arting. Arting all over
I look like shit, and I know I look like shit, but I'm doing something about it.
All right.
And by that, I mean drinking tons of empty calories.
Let's make some changes, all right? Because all I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes mistakes of racist.
Listen, let's go to Williamsburg. Let's play basketball with Bruce Hornsby, and let's figure this shit out.
I wonder if he would remember you, you know?
I doubt it. He was there all the time.
Wow. Now tell me.
And us. BC, why don't you tell folks what's up?
Look, this is the best show because here's the deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, did AC and Daniel, Ariel and DC get drunk and do the show? They don't do that. They value their careers. Okay, we're willing to face every single viewer, right? Look, right? You know what I mean? Like this, like this is big gift to people. Triple G this week. Okay, we're giving it to you. Our production crew not giving it to you. We're giving it to you. So can you like this video? Can you subscribe? Can you tell your friends that they do it differently? They don't talk into microphones endlessly. They perform art. They art. They are art. Are we art? What is art? Art. I'm an artisan bred, right? I'm born and bred for art. Okay. You know, Luke. Artifacts, right? Artifice.
We're fat.
We're also really fat. Yeah. Look, I'm so fat. That's why I've been wearing black this week, so can't see my
we're so fat.
My shelving. Okay. You know?
I'm working on it, but I need time because right now I'm a shit show. It's a fucking disaster, but I'm working on it. We'll see what happens.
All right. So please, this is what we do at MK all day, nearly every day. Tip your waiters on the way out, and Saturday night after Connor, Dustin,
come be here, please.
Be here. All right. Be here. Come live. Come original, okay? Everything you do, you got to come original.
Omaha
right?
style-y, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the shit we, yeah. 311 was paid in weed only for like a strong portion of their early run.
I wish you had some weed, you motherfucker.
From Jersey City signing out.
Hold on. Not just yet. Come original. You got to come original. All entertainers, come original. Here we go.
Ain't nothing great.
Here we go.
To represent, you gotta come full.
Challenging, you might imagine. There's a part here for you, BC, which is...
Is this about my painting career, Luke?
Have you ever done stand-up or improv?
No, I have not.
I would heckle you.
Yeah, I don't think I have the exact comedy game for that. Yeah, in fact, I know I don't. That's why I wouldn't try something like that. There was a point. I mean, anytime, Luke, if you can make somebody laugh, you think, wow.
Easy to make your friends laugh. Hard to make strangers laugh.
Hard to get out and, I mean, you'd be surprised, right? Hard to get out there and have a document, and have a damn comedy special on Showtime. But Luke, what I was saying was, I mean, do you think someone in you know what I loved, by the way, about that Loretta interview the best was that she looked right at you and she said, Joanna is like an idol to me.
Yeah, I know.
It was like she knew. And she knew our meta bullshit, you know?
And you were out there, hang on. You were out there like looking at me in the face like
yeah. No, I actually was like, she's one of my idols too, and you did not like that. Look, I thought I activated a gallstone when I said that.
You might have. I had a bit of a moment. It's cool. Who else was cool? Pico's cool.
Yeah, hold on. I mean, if you're gonna start this off, y'all remember it was front and back. Y'all remember to open was amazing,
dude. You fucking had the line of the night when you looked him in the face and you were like, Yoel, I love you. I'll see you soon, boy. And then you told him, and I didn't know if he was going to get this part. Then you go. And it took him a second to process, but then he got it, and he fucking died laughing.
Dude,
he's a great guy.
He is incredible. The thing I love about Yoel Romero, and this is even when I did interview him at Scrums in the UFC or one-on-one at Media Day, and he had no idea who I am. Luke, he will hug the shit out of you. Yeah. He will go chest to chest.
He's got big fucking mitts, too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, oh, hell yeah. And then we ended up seeing him on the way back to the hotel room out in the hallway.
Yeah,
tonight, yeah, and he was like all up like boys with us, like where are we going to the club? He's like, where do the high school girls hang out? And I'm like, bro, in our room, yo.
¿Dónde están las mujeres?
But so as great as he anyway, probably the best part was when Eric Albarracin. Albarracin.
He's Colombian.
Oh,
he's American.
You should have spoke Columbine with him.
I don't know if he speaks Spanish. If he's a weirdo, but his dad.
I love how you just like. Well, he's actually a weirdo, but yeah.
His dad is Colombian, so he always talks about going to Colombia with me every time I see him.
Then we almost got James Gallagher in trouble.
Well, you're like, yo, how much infidelity are you involved in Ireland?
I mean, I didn't say that in that way, though. You know, it was just sort of like, bro, I mean, the chicks love this Strabanimal. I think we know this, you know? And
he was like,
and he was like, no. And then when he left, he put the microphone down.
He goes, dude, you're going to get me hung.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sure he will end up being hung, you know? Yeah.
Okay, you're weird. You're weird. What else happened today?
I think Scotty Cokes likes us, Uncle Scott. You know,
we talked about it to Aaron Pico about the size of his horse's dick. That's true. we literally. I think not only that. I think we started the conversation. We're like, so here's Aaron Pico, a top-ranked 145er whose horse has a monstrous fucking cock and balls. And he was looking at us like he was kind of into it. He was kind of smiling.
Yeah, he was like,
but right, the same dude, he's like. Okay, nice to see you. How are you, gentlemen? Yes, in fact, my horse's schlong is enormous.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I told you I felt bad because I saw someone on one of his comments being like, AB, he was supposed to be like about billions, and then someone wrote, I felt bad, but I laughed because he puts his Cash App thing up there. The guy wrote, always begging. I felt bad for laughing.
Yeah. Dude, I always have a soft spot for AB. I'm always gonna just think
he's done some reprehensible things.
He really has. I don't know why. You know, there's certain athletes or artists, or whatever. You're like, they can never do anything to break my heart, right?
All good.
But it has to be where, like, I've grown up in the pizza heartland, right, Luke? Like New York City style, the New Haven runoff, all that. I grew up 18 miles from New Haven. So I go elsewhere in the country, I'm like, the pizza out here fucking sucks. And it pretty much does, Luke, outside of, like, 4 areas in this country.
True.
I've never had that, what was I talking about before that? I never had that happen. I'll have to get back in my brain and get back to you.
That medicine's working on you, huh?
Working real good.
That was a great story, dude. You
I had a great
boy.
metaphor.
You really stuck the landing on that one.
I was getting there.
Got to tell you, you put it all together. That was the Kaiser Sose payoff of stories.
Yeah.
So I've named 2: the Tex-Mex area, the New York Bagel.
Oh, I got it now. I got it now.
This ought to be great.
I think that's where I'm at with Mexican, because I have not in the like maybe once in the greater New York City, Connecticut have I had like the kind of authentic Mexican where I was like, damn, that's good. Like the kind you have in Mexico when you get off the beaten path.
Fair enough. Yeah. How about this? How about the New Orleans? Okay, to both LT and BC, it's your birthday. Your wives want to gift you with a threesome with a porn star. What porn star do you choose?
Rocco. I just got to see that hog in person.
It's like seeing a celebrity at the airport. You know, it's like, dude, is that Tom Selleck? Is that Rocco's hog?
I mean, if this was
a compliment, I'd be like, damn, man, you did so well for yourself. You know?
I would say Chasey Lane, but I don't want to look up what she looks like now, so that'd be a little bit.
Listen, I want to answer this question, but by virtue of answering it, everyone's opinion of me will lower, because I'll give you somebody
Don't do it.
Who is just an absolute dirtball in this industry. So I'm just going to take the 5th. It's like, Luke's into that shit? Jesus.
We did the undercard thing. We did MK, and we got on set. If you haven't watched Friday's episode and you think it's just some, like, whatever, no. We got Chad Johnson on the MK set. We got Brendan Schaub on the MK set. It was a little bit wild. Maybe I'm sorry, okay? It was a little bit of who could yell the loudest and who could share bad jokes to each other.
And who could, be passive-aggressive in ways that
I don't think so.
Certain corners of the internet might find.
But I will say this. today is Saturday, and we just did the weigh-in show special with Brendan.
Dude, that was fucking awesome.
Look, bro. Today, I was the third wheel on Friday.
No. Oh yeah, but on Friday, yes.
But today,
no, dude, you rocked that shit today.
He has a home today in MK. He's not homeless anymore.
No.
Like this is, you know what I'm saying? This is
a homeless cat, some might say.
I mean, dude, actually, seriously, I've never hung out with Shab that long as we did today.
No, he was good.
We had
today.
a lot of laughs.
He was good today. He was great today. He dressed not at all according to what they told us the dress code was.
Yeah.
So shouts to Shab for being like, fuck that shit, I ain't doing that. But he totally played ball with us.
Well, it's not like the dress code, not like there was a gun to our head, but it was suggestive.
But like
they were like no pink pants.
He's just a little bit more established at Showtime than we are. So like when I see that, I'm like, you can't fuck this up.
Yeah,
and I brought 3 suits and shit. So.
Oh yeah.
But he was.
Don't care, you know.
Someone's asking you, and I think you know what they mean. How homeless is BC?
It's entertainment, right?
CEO of PF Chang's.
I mean, you know, I picked up a few more shifts this week, I guess.
Okay, if you could live anywhere, but the deal is it's the...
Well, hi, everyone. Brian and I are not gay.
not that that's a, you know.
We had to start the podcast this way. We are in my hotel room here in the Mohegan Sun. It is late at night, and we are here to do a podcast. We want to do one of these every night. I don't know if that's going to work because we have a lot of things to do. But here we are in Connecticut. Brian Campbell, how are you?
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm in a college, cable access show right now. About to do a set at Caroline's, you know. What's the deal with Luke in his own hotel room, you know?
What's up with airplane food? Anyway, so we are here. We're going to try to do this for a little while. I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. And
Luke's been bragging since I've known you about how you have your own equipment. You've paid for your own equipment.
That's right.
Your own equipment is here.
And then my light dies soon before the show starts.
Your own equipment has failed you tonight. So
my equipment fails me every single day. All right.
You're talking about your bait and tackle? Is that where you're going with that?
Yes, all of it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we are, and
I kind of got a young Dooku vibe going on right now, right?
A little bit. You're a little bit also out of the frame if you want to scoot a little bit more toward. Or you know what you can do?
You want me to sit on your lap at this point?
Rotate this way a little bit.
All right. I mean, we could.
We
could give the people what they want and just go tip to tip finally. But
you know what? That's I don't like that joke. I've never liked that joke. I just have to live with it because it took on a life of its own. Let's recap here a little bit. So this morning we got our results back. Everyone's fine. This morning we got COVID tested. Now, but we did not get COVID tested in the way that you might imagine, where they perform brain surgery or gag you like you're having to do something for Lex the Impaler.
Do you know they had a rectal option? I took them up on that. They did not like that joke. By the way, Hartford Healthcare did not enjoy that joke. When
I bet you went in there and you were like, I heard there was a rectal option. It wasn't bad all day.
I like playing a game with you involving MMA media in terms of like who's on your naughty list, who's on your nice list.
Guys.
You know,
I like those guys.
You won't wish death upon them, but
they're good people.
At the top of the list is Chuck Mindenhall and Brett Okamoto. Okay, everybody else behind that.
No. You could put them up there. You could put...
Because you think there's no good people in this game,
There's not many.
There are some, though, okay? Danny Segura, he's your Matuba to your Pachula, whatever you call him.
Danny is the Arequipe to my pen. He is the arroz to my frijole. So he's up there.
He's the Vern Troyer to your Mike Myers?
Something like that. I like the junkie guy. I like Dave Doyle. I get along for the most part with John Morgan. I like him.
Would you wear his blue shirt right after a long fight card?
Golfing maybe.
Okay.
And then the creative duo Esther and Casey I get along with.
Great people. I love them. Okay. I'm a big Mark Raimondi guy. Okay.
I like Mark. I worked a long time with Mark.
Oh, the other guy, the Sean Al-Shadi guy. Met him for the first time. Very nice guy.
Sean's great. You didn't know Sean?
Never knew him. Okay.
Really?
Never knew him. Sorry, Sean. All right. Never knew you, bro.
That.
All right.
I didn't know.
I'm a boxing guy. Okay. I'm new to all to this skinhead white thing. Okay.
Who are your people in boxing?
Boxing's a lot of weirdos. I won't lie to you. Okay, I got brethren there though. The Rafe Bartholomew's of the world, Salt of the Earth. Eric Raskin. A lot of the older guard, the Karen Mulvaney's.
Raskin hates MMA.
Yeah, he does. Raskin's an old white guy. That's the problem. There's no young guys. Like besides like Mike Hoppinger, there's like no like. Because boxing's it's a weird breed. You're getting into a weird world, all right? Boxing's like you start dating a girl and you go in and her family like does S&M right in front of you.
Can it be worse than the right wing fever swamps that are Modern MMA.
I wish we did last night's show. Last night's show, before our COVID testing, was you and I getting drunk in this room sharing conspiracy theories about world government politics and European banks. That would have been a great show we could have put out there. All right?
Yeah, I'm glad we did.
People think you're very far left. It's not the case. You're
Tell them why that's true.
why? Tell them why that's true.
Yeah, tell them what has made you believe that I am not as politically radical as the online idiots seem to think that I am.
Because you voted in just one presidential election.
It's true. I've only voted one time.
All right. So there's no Biden posters in your bag over here.
No, fuck no. You've never heard me say one positive word about Sleepy Joe. Never. Never has never happened.
Guy's the worst. They're all the worst. That's the thing.
They're all pretty
the worst,
fucking
all
bad.
right?
They're all pretty bad.
I told you I voted for Nader once, 2000. I voted for who's the old guy in 96?
Did you vote for someone who could give you a good haircut? Doesn't look like it.
I gave myself this haircut right before MK on Monday.
I could never tell.
Let me go back to the Skywalker episode 6 in Jabba's palace look. All right.
I mean, to be clear, my wife did this, and there's some issues with this one too. Don't think there's not, but yours is a bit.
You can't see me from the waist down, but it's large.
We should back up a step though before we get into that a little bit because we're.
I just told you I'm not getting into it. I'm not here to talk about
that's
fights.
fine.
Right?
Can we talk about Monday's show? Yeah. It's the first show I think we've done where not for the individual pull-out segments, but for the individual show itself.
I haven't pulled out since college, to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm going to ignore that because it was unnecessary and weird.
All right.
It's the first show I think we've done where
I don't like when you're bringing in some of that other stuff. All right.
Yeah. Let me tell you why well, first of all, I people don't like it. They can voice their opinion, and we just let it rock.
Now, have you actually ever pounded sand?
I'm sure in frustration at some point. I pounded sand. I mean, here's the thing about the views. It's like if people don't like it, it's cool. I don't care.
If you don't like it, turn off your station. Okay?
No, it's not even that. It's like I've said it before. If it wasn't, I don't care about any of that shit. If they don't like it, then say you don't like it. It's cool. I don't care. As far as like the show hurrying up, here's my view on that. Jay does a little bit too much of cracking the whip. I would agree.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to go long just to go long. Like, for example,
try telling that to the guys at Blacked Raw, right?
Okay. You owe me one.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Okay, it's like, are they all $5 footlongs? Jesus. No, but here's my point. For example, I think our intro should be as fast as possible. Those should be quick. And then, even if folks don't like the topic, a Covington, free speech, Tyron Woodley topic, that's where you should go long. That's where you should just have as much time as you need. But like just to talk, I don't think we should do that.
I'm a little bit looser in life. I don't really like plans, rundowns.
It's the radio in me, where they want you to get to the opening topic within 60 seconds of the mic's cracking.
All right, well, you've quit that job, okay?
I don't. So then he graduates, and I'm on my own, and then I moved to Marietta. So my junior year, I took the bus all the way.
Did you bring a bag lunch too, dude? I mean, come on.
I had a single mom. I had no money. We were living in a new town. I had no choice but to take the bus. Okay.
Your dad couldn't buy you a car? Wasn't he working for the government at that point?
He refused.
This bastard refuses to watch our show too, right?
It refused.
This motherfucker.
He was like, you're on your own.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to find him. Okay. I'm gonna do a lot of things. I told you that time.
Let me finish. So then, senior year, I saved up a bunch of money. I saved up $5,000, and this was when gas was my senior year. I'll never forget this. Gas was 77 cents on the dollar. My senior year. So
77. The cheapest I ever paid for gas was in New Haven, Connecticut, in 1999, $1.05. That was the cheapest I ever paid.
Man, in in Georgia, it was way cheap. Anyway, so I paid $5,000. I went to a government auction. This is where they collect people's cars for whatever crimes or whatever, and then they auction them off. And I got a white Chevy Corsica for $5,000 that I drove, and it was dented and shitty, but it got
tape
me
deck.
Just a radio.
What year was this car?
I don't remember. It was fucking awful.
Everybody knows the year of their first car.
No,
they know it like the back of their
No.
their satchel. No.
No. In fact, that Mazda that I drive now is the first new car I've ever owned. How about that?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I touched. That was.
Yep. We
was a little
are now
uncomfortable.
officially a couple.
That was a little uncomfortable there. All right. Oh, Luke, what do you drink?
But if you saw the alcohol loads I was putting away.
Well, speaking of loads here, Luke last night was saying, I was like, I got some IPAs. Luke, you want to drink? Whatever. He's like, I'm not going to drink your shit. And he proceeds to purchase like a $70 six-pack of Corona.
The Corona was expensive, yeah.
And then I go, Luke, do you want a bigger? No, because, this is my Luke voice, because I would need about, 46 of them to get drunk. It's like, dude, get the like, no, seriously. No, seriously, guy.
We're going to figure this out.
No, seriously, guy. I would need like 40.
What is the beer I'd have to drink for like standarding measurement of beer? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not talking about
what's the
shit
unit
drunk.
of beer?
I'm not talking about take your thing out. I'm not talking about touch a girl inappropriately. I'm talking about just getting buzzed. You're telling me right now.
Oh, to get buzzed?
If we drank a 6-pack each while recording this show, you wouldn't be buzzed. I'd be freaking drunk as shit.
No, nothing. Zero.
So what I do as an old guy now, I try to drink a lot in as short a period of time as possible and just ride that buzz till the headache starts coming.
Yeah, that's about right. I could do maybe 12 to 15 to get a buzz.
What? Get the fucking 12 to 15 beers to get a buzz? That is not. So that tells me
I'm
you're
like Wade Boggs. You ever heard of Wade Boggs drinking stories?
Luke, you're serious that it would really take you that many beers to get, like, when we did the drinking show, December, the day before I went in the hospital for fake COVID, remember that? Mm-hmm. In Jersey City there. You weren't buzzed at all on the set that day. Not even remotely buzzed.
No.
Not even like giggly a little bit. I don't believe it.
You don't have to. It is not true.
We pounded like 4.5 beers in like an hour, 5 beers.
Yes. Which for you apparently is very difficult. For me, it's not.
I mean, what's your childhood like? If this is, if how do you retain this much alcohol and not let it affect you, Luke?
Oh, I'm sure that it does. By the way, if people wondering why the picture looks different, we had to switch cameras and then lenses, and so
yeah, Luke bragged about his equipment all week, but hey,
we're
pulling it off. We're pulling it off. Thank you. But it
was not crowded at the theater. And I was sitting there, and there were to my left, maybe 4 or 5 seats between us. There were these 2 old ladies. When I say old, I mean 60s. Okay. Now Pat Tillman played college football, then he played pro, and then he turned into an Army Ranger and the whole bit.
He watched the buildings fall and got inspired to help his country. Right?
Okay, but here's the thing:
great lock of hair.
He was a lifelong athlete, and he was. Just follow me here for just a second. He was a handsome guy. Okay, he was photogenic. He looked all-American in many ways.
Very Greg Kelly.
Exactly. And so I'll never forget when the documentary is happening. And dude, this is a very somber documentary. Right? They're talking about a guy who not only lost his life, but then the government covered it up. And his family was distraught about the whole thing. It was kind of like, it was very, very sad. Okay. They're showing pictures of this guy's life and like what led to all the decisions and how it may have been led, long before. Basically 9/11 was the catalyst, but he was living life choices before that where you could kind of tell that he was going to be this kind of a guy. And every time they showed pictures of this dude, these 2 old ladies were like oohing and on. They're like, oh,
I'd like to take down that drink.
Yeah, shit like that. And I'm like, dude,
that's inappropropriate.
Imagine going to I'm not saying it's equivalent, but imagine going to a funeral and being like, damn, she got some big ass titties. You'd be like, dude, maybe
wow.
It's like, dude, maybe shelf that. Maybe shelf that a little bit, right? It's like, Brian, put your pants back on, buddy. This is not the venue. Okay, so finally, it comes to a point where they showed him in his Green Beret outfit. He was obviously not dead, but it was at his funeral. And I remember one of them said something like, something to the effect of, "I wish he was still alive because he was so handsome." Something
These were
like
old women
in their 60s, bro. And I'll never forget. I don't do this ever. I'll never forget. I got up, sitting there where I was sitting, and I said, "Shut the fuck up." I said, "No one gives a fuck what you like. Shut the fuck up."
Were you alone?
Yes. And and I said, "Stop." And I remember this. I said, "Stop being disrespectful." And they didn't say a fucking word. I mean, I'm not sure they breathed the rest of that fucking movie.
Wow.
I was so upset about that. I was like, don't you fucking dare sexualize. Yes, he's a handsome guy. He's a very handsome guy. This is not the venue to fucking double-click your fucking mouse, you old whore. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Woo! All right, that was actually a good story. Wow,
I was so mad about it, dude. I was so bitter because I sat there and tolerated it like this, like it went on for like a solid hour and a half, until eventually one of them was like, And I was like, shut the fuck up.
One day that's going to happen on the MK set. When are we going to return to? And look, here, can I tell you something? May 1st, 1984 was like a transcendent day for me.
You think we have all the time in the world? We've been doing this for 30 minutes.
Look,
we need to push this along.
Don't turn into Jay. Don't you fucking turn into Jay.
This will overheat again. Are you aware of this?
All right.
It will overheat again.
I went from 13 channels with the AB switch to the cable box 64 channels with MTV. Got it. All right, that's about it. Look, you don't own any wrestling T-shirts?
I'd rather die of AIDS. Okay.
Very, very Rock Hudson of you.
I like to think more Eazy-E.
Yeah.
How do you feel about old 3-6 Mafia?
Not versed. Not well versed.
A buddy of mine was really big into them, so from what I heard, I liked, but I'd be lying if I said I knew a lot. What about Bone Thugs? Now, that is where, I gotta tell you...
You love them.
Fucking A.
You love Busy Bee, right?
Dude, East 1999 is one of my favorite songs, maybe ever. And Cleveland MMA fighters routinely refuse to come out to Bone Thugs. And I know that I'm old, and this is a dated thing. Oh, my God, I meant to tell you. So I took my wife on a road trip, and we were on the way back. We were playing Spotify 90s hits, just shuffle. Okay?
And your wife has a good feel of American culture in the 90s?
So she came here in 2001. She knows some before that, but it's real. You know, a lot of things be like, oh, yeah, I totally knows. And then about things you would think she knows, she just...
Would you give her a hall pass for Borschinia?
Do you have to be awful?
That was a good interjection.
You have to be awful?
Well timed, too, okay?
She had never heard Crossroads. See you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely.
And we're going to miss everybody.
Yeah. And I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. That whole thing. I'm like, dude, that defined the summer of 95. Did it not?
It did. It did.
It was the summer of 95.
That and Delamitri's Roll to Me, right?
Roll to me.
Look around the world, baby.
So Bone Thugs, yes, I'm a huge fan.
If you could go back in time.
Yeah. I think about this all the time.
If I could turn back
I'm
time.
like, wow, I only had to be old and unattractive before my life turned out to be pretty good.
Look, if we could go back to high school in the 90s, knowing what we know now, right? Remember Red Mosquito, Pearl Jam? If I had known then what I know now, and it's really the confidence, right? If you had the confidence you have now as a successful, rich, infinity about to purchase male, and you could go back and focus entirely
on getting laid?
Well, yeah, Luke.
I mean, I did focus entirely on getting laid.
Right, but it was largely unsuccessful as a white male in the Valdosta, Old Marietta areas. Man.
In the 9-9.
Hey, can we get back to the...
There's too many N-words. I can't even go along.
Can you turn that off and we get back to the fan questions? Because that's why we're
here we
here,
go.
to service our people.
There's so many N-words. Hold on. There's a line in the song I really love. Heartless. Here we go. Bitch, trick, N-words. Can't say it again. Here we go. Consider me heartless. So yes, flesh be running a hoe check. Better check your Rolex. Your time now for giving up respect. Oh my God. That is one of my favorites. That's a 90s banger.
I would have if I could have. You know what I'm saying?
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Dad jokes. Here we go.
I want to hear from the people. Okay, let's do rapid fire. Here we go from Melon Man.
What's your stance on gun control?
It's a fair question. Look, where do you stand? Because you are an ex-Marine. I'm going to guess
no such thing as an ex-Marine.
I'm going to guess that you.
It came out both ends, and it smelled. It smelled like a Connecticut factory town.
I'm going to guess that you own a firearm, Luke.
My wife has been very adamant that I not, so I do not.
Are you looking to disarm the world, Luke?
I don't think. Well, the world. I don't know. It's just not possible in America anymore. There's a gun for every man, woman, and child in the United States floating in circulation. I think gun buyback is simply not. I'm not possible.
Against, but I'm not for personally. I don't
do this bullshit. Like I'm not going to upset this group, and I'm not going to upset that
Luke.
group.
It's about
take a fucking stand.
It's about I live my life on a certain code. I take many stands.
No,
Luke,
you
okay?
don't. You take stands on shit that is consequence.
Look, you take a stand to wipe your ass first of all.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what? Because I don't like mine to be
absolute dirt hole.
Because I don't like to be. Because I don't like to be itchy.
Look,
you walk around like,
ooh, I got a long arm. Okay, I can get under there. All right, I got about 42 years of this. Okay.
No, what you walk around is with an itchy ass, and you're just used to it. All right, next one.
I like splitting wood. I like chopping logs.
Bro, do you remember this song, Lisa Loeb?
Oh yeah,
Stay.
with the glasses.
That was back in the day. That was the song.
9-4, yeah, 9-3 maybe. I would have stayed for her, right? I mean, she has a librarian vibe.
You see, is that you?
That is
the
me
flute?
playing the piccolo there. Yeah.
I didn't know your car did karaoke.
My car's great. You know, people judge me in my own neighborhood. What the problem is, Luke? All right, Tip to Tip was a funny joke, right?
Right.
It was a funny joke. It was like a one-time funny joke.
And now people are just sending you hardcore.
Look
gay
at those
porn.
hardcore Slovakian kickboxers, Luke. They're so jacked up. Like, remember when McGregor had that phoner in his pants for the Floyd weigh-in?
Look how cute my daughter
Okay,
is.
this is not the time for your daughter. I'm talking about dicks.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. But she's
Remember
cute.
when McGregor had that phoner, that fight boner in his thing?
Yes.
Okay, both of those guys, those legends, had the fight boner. I made one joke about it, right? With the poster, remember?
Yes.
I get a lot of really gross dick things in my DMs, okay? I block people left and right. So that's my DMs. What do yours look like? Hate? Because people hate you, Luke.
No, they don't. They oversell how much they hate. They love to disagree. They don't have hate is a strong word. I get a little bit of that, not really. I get some of the but it's always from like user 850233339. You know, who cares about that?
I get a lot of love, which is probably why I don't have a lot of Twitter followers. Because according to you, you can only get famous by people hating you.
No, that's not quite true. You just don't engage the medium with your full personality. You have a very limited connection to social media.
Okay, social media to me is here's my work, see it.
Right, which is why you have limited viewers.
Oh, we're drinking, so this is really just us. Right?
Yeah. All right, can I tell you why I'm bitter at the audience a little bit?
I thought this was going to be a good show, a nice show.
Can I tell you, here's the thing. It's like, I don't know what it is about me that no one seems to understand me. Nobody.
I can't wait to meet your wife because full disclosure, she looks like a lovely lady on Facebook. I can't wait to meet her because her and I might be the only people that know how to handle you.
That's my and my family. But yes, that is absolutely true. Dude, what do I have to do to get the audience to understand? We're not doing bits exactly. Like, we're not pro wrestling it up on the air, but we're sparring a little bit intentionally to have contrast, a little bit of dramatic effect,
it's
and
like,
a little bit of differentiation. They think I am attacking you. Brian, will you please fucking tell them I am not attacking you. You're like literally my best friend in the business.
It's like in the movies when the lady gets kidnapped, she has to call home and be like, I'm fine. Yeah. I'm actually fine, but send the money now, please. Let me get out of here.
Will you please fucking tell them what is up?
Well, I mean, what? Do you people have friends at home? Do you have high school? When I get together with my high school friends, good God, we say really awful things to each other, you know?
Dude, my friend...
You send nude videos to your lawyer friends.
I know. My friends send me pictures of gorillas being like, wow, I didn't know you escaped from the fucking zoo and shit like that. Like, I don't...
Dean Thomas today sent you to hell. It was beautiful on Twitter. Thank you,
Dean Thomas fucking buried me. And you know what I did? I took it and smiled. Here's what happened. So today we did an MK show today, an extra, which by the way, we got to stop calling them that. They just have to be like numbered from now on. But neither here nor there. And during that, you made a offhanded joke saying, "Hey, we should do picks." I want you to understand why he said that.
Well, look, a lot of this is fueled by reality, right? Reality, I think you're being a bitch for not doing picks on the air. So
100%. BC, true or false? Last week we had an entire meeting about picks and why I don't want to do them and why I don't believe in them. True or false?
True, and I called you a woman to your face.
And
all
did
right?
I complain
Although
about
women
it?
make great picks. Shout out to
Yes,
Phoenix
they certainly
Carnivale.
do.
Hey, have you seen Phoenix in some national commercials?
The cream cheese.
Shout out
Cream
to
cheese.
Phoenix, our ex-colleague on the MMA beat.
She's killing it. Did we not have a whole meeting about this? Did I not say, if you want to call me a hoe every time I refuse to do picks, I was okay with it? Never complained one time. Slightly.
Luke, stand up and take a stand. Thomas sitting down on the picks. Yeah.
The only reason I don't do it is because
You're afraid of people judging you.
No, I can do well and get all the accolades in the world. I don't really believe you can do them effectively in MMA. In boxing, I think you can do them effectively a little bit more. Or you can do them effectively in MMA, but only under the condition that you're watching endless amounts of tape. You are suffering under that goddamn thing. Jesus Christ.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You swallowed it like it was NyQuil.
I mean,
like you were choking back the green NyQuil.
In the early 2000s, Bush, right? We got Bush, right?
Did I yell at you today? Did I yell at you today?
No, but
Oh my God, you fucking pussies. You fucking little girls. Who talks to you like... You guys act like I fucking smacked your daughter at school and the principal had to call and tell you.
I think the people believe that you don't know how to have fun. Now, they don't know you. You're right. Today, I got really excited and the desk almost came off and you were like, Dad watching me back into the driveway. Be like, I told you to put that shit away. You know what I mean?
That's the bit.
That's the joke. Yeah, I get it.
The bit is he's the fucking, Fast Times at Ridgemont High and I'm the fucking hall monitor. That's the bit. That's the fucking bit.
By the way, I love that these people are in your head. Remember when Pedro and Don Zimmer was like right here, like they are in your head, brother.
Bro, it's just like this is. And remember, I told you a friend of mine was a scout for the Capitals. So my buddy of mine was a scout for the Capitals, and so we used to get tickets to go to.
Is he Iranian?
No, he's white. His wife is white. I knew him because his wife and I served in the same unit in the Marine Corps together.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
A little bit of G.I. Jane action there.
Dude, she was tough as balls.
Don't ask,
I got a million
don't
stories
tell,
about her.
okay?
No. We always kept it super platonic. She was cool, but anyway, she married this dude who was a scout for the Capitals, and so we would get tickets to go to, at the time, Verizon Center. And they were like, yo, we got these tickets. If you want to go, you can't go on the floor, but you'll be in the seats for Deftones opening up for the Armenians out of L.A.
Alien Ant Farm?
No, Jesus, they're big.
Tarverdian and the Head Movements?
That's a good one, dude. System of a Down.
Dude, I like the shit out of that one commercial album they had, with the
they have 2 commercial albums.
the first one. The one with the damn wake up.
Oh, that was the first of them. That was the Kombucha Mushroom People.
I used to listen to that whole thing. I liked that record.
Their second album was more commercialized than that. Anyway, my wife hated System of a Down before that. Yeah. But she was like, you know what? We got invited. Tickets are free.
I once burned a burned a CD of that System of a Down one and gave it to my dad who likes all kinds of music. And his response was why would you give me this shit? Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. Oh, but Gangnam Style. It's actually a great ending to this series of podcasts. All right, for BC.
I was thinking we had a great talk. Hold on, real quick. We had a great talk about comedians last show. Mm-hmm. I didn't bring up Brendan Schaub as one of my favorite comedians.
First of all, I've seen him do stand-up in D.C. at the D.C. Improv, and he killed. So I don't know what kind of thing you're trying to prove here. All right, we got to get out of here. That's BC. I'm Luke Thomas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I turned into an audio podcast here at the end. We'll fix that for next time. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. But between...
Look, I've described your style as very masturbatory.
Yeah.
Okay? You know what I mean?
Say it like it's a bad thing.
My style is very predatory. I'm looking to enter your face hole or your ear hole, however you're you're acquiring this, and I want to feel like a blind man in an orgy. I want to feel around a little bit in there, okay? Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of effort, right?
To do what?
It's hard goddamn work making something this, pretty, look this, washed on camera. What I'm saying is taking it from the inside and throwing it at the screen. There's a price you pay. And imagine doing that all day. MK, Show Malka is filming a documentary on our return to the bomb shelter.
That's right, they are.
Okay,
All right, can Luke and BC give your top 5 greatest rock bands / artists of the 90s?
All right, so this is who our personal top 5 favorites are, or who we believe are the 5 best of the 90s. There's a difference. There's a difference, Luke.
It says your top 5 greatest.
Okay.
Answer that however you want.
The best artist of the 90s for me is Pearl Jam, number 1.
Okay.
Are we extending into hip-hop?
He says, or whoever wrote this, wrote rock bands / artists.
All right, I'm going to stay in rock then, okay?
Stay in rock. Otherwise, it just gets a little lost.
Do I have to go in order, or can I sum it up? I got Pearl Jam. I got 311. I've got Sublime.
311?
Yeah, damn right, okay?
Wow.
I've got Sublime, and Radiohead would be the 4th.
I got one more.
I was never a big Pumpkins or STP. I love STP, but I was never like a giant, massive fan. Never a massive Soundgarden fan. Oh, maybe I'll go Rage for the 5th. That's a solid starting 5 right there.
I'd go Soundgarden, Rage, STP. I think you can't forget about them.
I left Nirvana out purposely. Are you going to add them?
I'm not an Nirvana hater by any stretch.
Yes.
Now, I love their stuff. I hear it comes on. I'm like, all right, yeah, cool, great, put it on, turn it up. But I was never like fawning at the altar of Nirvana. That I never did.
True or false? Cobain saved himself from an Anderson Silva like 2013 to 2017 when he was 1-6-1 with no contest.
I'm not one of these folks who's like, you know what? It's good that he offed himself.
I'm not saying that. You know?
I'll say this: it's the same thing you could say about the Notorious B.I.G. You never got a chance to witness the decline as an artist,
and Habib,
and especially in hip hop, which is in rock, you can find acts that have like serious longevity.
Yes,
hip hop is a young man's game, and you know, eventually, even the great Biggie was going to age. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z found a way to age out, but like he can't come on there and be like, you know, young ho, fucking buy my S. Carters, whatever the fuck. No one gives a shit. He's not cool anymore.
Yeah,
he's cool in like the behind the scenes way. He's not cool in like tastemaker kind of way. You know.
Do you consider yourself a combat sports tastemaker?
No, I don't give a fuck if people like my I know my shit is good. Like,
oh wow,
I know,
I
know that the shit that I like is absolute quality. I know it is. So, suck a dick.
Oh wow, so I wouldn't paint you with the brush of a cocky bastard, but there are times when you pull that sword, Luke.
Oh, hold on. I think who did I get? Soundgarden,
Rage,
STP,
Radiohead.
I'm not the biggest Radiohead guy. Okay. Dishwalla. No, I'm kidding.
Please tell me all your thoughts. You know?
Boy, that's tough. I would go Rage as well. Rage was very, very big for me. I'm going to go a little bit sideways on this, and this is not to say that there were not many bigger bands, but it's like your top 5 greatest, right? So I'm going to mix the two.
That's why I have a 311 in there. Come on, you know.
I'm going to go Helmet. Helmet was one of my... Helmet had a bunch of albums in the 90s, but the 2 biggest ones, I think Betty came out in the 90s, but the one that really got me as a huge fan was Aftertaste.
Yes.
And that album is 1,000% listenable from the very first notes of the first track to the very last ones of the last. It's a masterpiece.
All right. My version of Helmet is to put Whiskey Town in there. They kind of started...
I don't know much about
They kind of started alternative country. It's Ryan Adams' band before he went solo.
I like him all right. My wife likes him.
Oh, I love him. I mean, he may have done bad things to...
Is there a musical act that you did not know of until someone took you to a concert, and then you're like, you know what? I can get down with these fools. Any genre.
It's a great question.
I got one. Ready for
that
this
I
one?
didn't really know anything about them.
Maybe you had heard of them, but you really couldn't say you knew a whole lot about them. And it wasn't until you saw them at a concert you like had a eureka moment about them.
Not really.
I got one. You want mine?
Well, of course I do.
Drive-by truckers.
Dude, I love the shit out of the drive-by truckers.
Dude, drive-by truckers, fucking crank.
Well, let me say loved. I can't support them post Jason Isbell leaving because he was too big of a role. But, dude, I was on them early.
How many albums did they have? 100? They've got a gazillion albums.
Well, yeah. Though, Luke, where were we going?
Oh, so you're asking like if shit went like haywire?
Oh yeah, what would be your country of run? Would you join the Bronstetter Helwani clan up north?
Canada is great. You've been to Canada?
There are elements that I love of Canada.
You've been to Canada?
Really?
I'm asking. You've been to Canada?
Yes, I've been to Montreal twice.
Montreal is one of the great cities of the world.
Okay, let's actually be honest about this. I've been to Montreal twice, and I actually have never been to Canada beyond that. My people are from... Do you know I'm 50%, Luke, French-Canadian, right? My people are from Quebec.
French-Canadian.
All right, you're right. Here's what...
You have no connection to them other than some kind of Ancestry.com.
Here's how you... No, look at me. Look at me. Every person...
I'm the captain.
Every person, in theory, has eight great-grandparents, right?
Yep.
because each of your parents has 4 grandparents.
You
right?
can tell this story quicker, yes.
So, I am 4/8, 1/2 Lithuanian, 3/8 French Canadian, and an eighth Irish.
Just genetically, you are culturally none of these things.
Okay, I didn't say that. I'm talking about what
Yeah.
what fuels me. Then what are you, Luke? 50% Armenian?
I'm 100% American.
No, Luke. First of all, really?
You're gonna doubt my credentials, bitch. My credentials as like gung ho American, they outweigh yours, Omigo. I went to Paris Island. I stood on the yellow footprints. I earned that shit. You're not gonna take it away from me because you live into a factory town.
You don't know what I had to earn there. I'll
Yeah,
tell that
you don't
much.
know what I had to earn there, motherfucker.
All right.
You're not gonna take it away from me. You're not gonna take it away from me.
All right. So what are you? You're 50% Armenian.
No, because my mom is nominally Armenian. She grew up with an Armenian.
But her parents are Armenians.
Yeah,
So
but in Lebanon, like
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
I don't
It
know how
doesn't
much
matter.
Armenian she even spoke.
Doesn't
They spoke
matter.
French, German, and Arabic at home.
It's about the blood. It's not about the culture.
That's not quite true. That's really not.
And then
quite
what
true.
does your dad make up?
American? He's
Okay, bro, dude. Obviously, what is he? What are his ancestors? European.
they
mix?
are from we think England or Ireland. We're not quite sure.
All right, that makes
Anglo-Saxon of some
sense.
kind.
That makes sense, dude. You are trying to stiff arm Europe and say I'm American, motherfucker. Like, because you
I'm not
watch.
trying to stiff arm anything,
You
but
live in Washington,
people
DC, bro.
people claim like, oh, I'm a fucking quarter German. You know nothing about Germany. You've never been to Germany. You don't speak any German. You have no connection to it. I don't have any real connection to Armenia in that way. I have much more of a connection to Lebanon in that way, culturally anyway.
Hang out with Tarverdian for a week. You'll have a deeper connection. All right.
Yeah, maybe, but you know, I don't have it in the same way. I don't reject it, but I can't claim it. It's not like a thing I did. And so I think when Americans are like, I'm fucking a quarter Irish. Why? Because you had an Irish car bomb on fucking St. Patrick's Day? Is that what makes you Irish? You fucking mook?
You banged somebody named Jane one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.